Let's try this again. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, this was a bit of a rough start. Hello, welcome to J-Hook Crochet. I am Reggie. I am a little bit nervous today, which is why I already made 2 mistakes in the beginning of this live stream. And I'm very, very, very sorry, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I did already say hello, but you couldn't hear me. So, hello Catherine, hi Squish, hi Tris, thank you for being here, even if it's just for a short time. I still very much appreciate it. Thank you for everyone in the chat for being here. I'm very sorry. As I've said, I'm a little bit nervous today. I'm not sure why exactly. I already did this a few times before, but it's still every time when I get on here and I'm live and I'm all stressed. So I hope that you guys bear with me because we have a very interesting topic to talk about today. If you're new here, I hope that you will ignore the slight technical difficulties that I had in the beginning and still consider subscribing to my channel. Please don't forget to give this live stream a thumbs up so that we can let YouTube know that we are here and maybe we have new people joining us along the live stream. Today's subject is a subject that's very close to my heart. It's a subject that I talk about and try to promote quite often on my channel. We are talking about cellulose yarns and vegan yarns, yarns which are friendly to the environment, cruelty-free yarns, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what exactly that is, and then I'll give you some examples to some really nice companies that I have found where you can get some of those yarns. But just to begin, I want to say hi to everyone, and I see Trisha. Hi, hello. I see Denise. She's going to lurk for a bit. That's okay. You're allowed to lurk as well. YOH. I may have come across you someone else's channel before. Hello from Wyoming, I guess that is. I can't hear you. Oh, that was before. I hope it's okay now. I hope you can hear me now. People are saying it's better now. Okay. So if your YouTube name is not your given name and you would like me to address you with your given name, then please put your given name in the chat. If you're new here and this is your first time joining me, once again, my name is Reggie. This is J-Hook Crochet. This is my channel where I mainly talk about yarn, crochet, fibers. I do a lot of tutorials, I do yarn reviews, I do product reviews for products which are in some way related to fiber arts, as well as these live chats which are every Saturday at the same time, except for the Saturdays where the Stitch and Hook live with Kim and Chris is on, and on those weeks I am on Sunday. But don't worry, if you are subscribed to my channel, then you will get the notice of when the live is just a few days before the lives. Also, you can join our Facebook group where I always post ahead of time so you can keep up with everything, and of course all the links are in the description box below, as well as all the links to the companies that I'm going to talk about in today's lives. And there are also the Etsy shop link to my Etsy shop, as well as this special discount code for people who are viewers of my channel. There are links to the Facebook group and my Instagram, and I will very much appreciate if you guys choose to follow me there as well. There are just a lot of things that I do that are related to crochet, but I don't show them all on my YouTube channel. I don't always have time to film, and then sometimes very special things appear only on my Instagram. So I would very much appreciate it if you join me there as well. Okay, I think I covered as much as I could in this very awkward opening of the day. It's Wisconsin. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't I'm not from the States. I am in Germany. Once again, if you are new to my channel, I live in Germany. So if you are from anywhere else in the world, I would very much appreciate it if you give a little bit more information and not just assume that I know, because most of the times I don't. Will probably lurk as well working on a blanket. That sounds very cool. Tell us what blanket you're working on. That's actually very interesting. I like to get ideas for projects from other people. Okay, so to begin, before I start talking about vegan yarns and cellulose fibers, Catherine, it's not very nice to make fun of me. Catherine and I are good friends. We talk on a daily basis outside of YouTube as well, and she knows how nervous I am when I go on these lives. So, yeah, give her a nudge for being mean to the host. Brenda, hi Brenda, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you coming along. So glad to catch you live. Greetings from Central Florida. Another Floridian. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. We have quite a few Floridians on my channel. I hope some other of them will join us today. Maybe you guys can have a little chat. I sadly do not have too many fiber arts loving people who live near me. The only one I know that actually lives in the area is my husband's grandmother. She's very nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't really have like fiber arts friends in my area that I can get together and do things together. Nothing fancy, just a chevron. Sometimes you just want something mindless to work on. I like those kind of projects as well. Trisha is making willow squares for a Christmas Afghan. That's very nice. Dusty Cat, good morning. Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's actually already evening here. It is 6:10 in the evening where I live. Kat is saying for once she wasn't mean. She actually meant it. Oh wow, you were impressed by my by my professionality. Thank you. Okay, so we're talking vegan yarns and cellulose fibers today. As I've said in the beginning, this is a subject that's very, very close to my heart. I try to promote it on my channel as much as I can. But please don't feel like I am pushing it on you. I am not telling anyone using vegan fibers is or cellular based fibers, cellulose based, sorry. Can you see that English is not my mother tongue? Cellulose based fibers. I'm not pushing this agenda on anyone, and I'm not trying to say that they are better than any other yarns. I do have a lot of wool in my collection, as well as acrylics and polyester, and you know, my stash is huge, so I do own all these other fibers. I do use all these other fibers. So please do not feel like I'm trying to push some kind of agenda on you. This is just strictly an informational kind of live chat where I will share the knowledge that I have about these subjects with you guys. I do possess quite a lot of knowledge about it because it is so close to my heart, and it is a subject that I tend to promote. So I thought that it is information worth sharing, and if that's something that interests you, then I would really much appreciate if you tag along for this live chat. I would like to ask you guys, before I start talking about what exactly vegan fibers are, if you have some kind of idea, when someone tells you vegan fibers, what do you think? What kind of fibers? Do you have any kind of idea of what consists or what is considered a vegan fiber and why? If you maybe have already some information about how those fibers are being made. So let me know in the chat. I just want to kind of get the feel of the vibe that we have in the chat today. Brenda is working on a lacy ripple shawl and basic mosaic blanket. Wow, mosaic crochet is something that I did do, but it's the kind of things that I tried because I always see and they look amazing, but I can't quite bring myself to make more of it. To say, oh, now I want to work on another mosaic project, and that it's beautiful, but it didn't like catch me. You know what I mean? Okay, everyone saying hello to everyone. Tris loves the willow square so much. Catherine says, yeah, Catherine, it is, exactly. It's definitely time to crack open a bottle of wine. I may or may not have already did that. Yes, Tris, definitely plant-based fibers. Dusty Cat says the first thing that comes to mind is that's going to be expensive. Actually, not necessarily, but we'll talk about that also. Catherine says non-animal based fibers, so vegetal and synthetic. Okay, yeah. But I have to admit, I have some knowledge there too. I know, yeah, Catherine, definitely. I'm sure you already know at least some of the fibers I'm going to talk about today, and maybe even some of the companies that I'm going to show. Mosaic project is on my 2021 goal list. Never tried mosaic yet. Well, as I've said, I did try it. It didn't really quite catch me, like in the sense of, oh, I must do more of this. But definitely something worth, something that broadens your crochet knowledge. Gigi, the crochet queen, hi, thank you for joining me. Gigi is also from Florida, so that's the second Floridian that we have in the chat now. Just stopped by to say hello, can't stay, have an awesome day. Okay, Gigi, thanks for stopping by to say hi, I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay, so vegan yarns, cellulose fiber, what is it? So those are what, or at least the fibers that we're going to talk about today. We are talking about plant-based materials. Okay, so things which are produce of different parts of the plant. A lot of times they are being extracted out of the bark of trees, leaves, wood pulp, sometimes even the seeds or the flower of a certain plant. And some examples for cellulose fibers are hemp, linen, cotton, tencel, which if you follow my channel, you know that is my absolute favorite fiber of all. Sea cell, which Catherine is, I think, also working with some of that at the moment on one of her projects, and I also have some to show you here. And of course, there are many more. If you have worked with any of those fibers in the past, then you have worked with cellulose fibers. And I think that cotton is like the basic, so I don't think there's anyone who can say I've never worked with cotton before. Maybe if you just started to crochet and you just didn't get to it before, but I'm pretty sure 98% of crocheters and knitters around the world have worked with cotton in the past. Eileen, hello, thank you for joining. You're from Florida too. And you want to try hemp yarn? Yes, perfect. Then stay with us. I'm going to talk about some of the wonderful places where you can actually get it. Carmen, greetings from Mexico. Like your video and enjoy your yarn hauls video. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Mexico is one of my favorite destinations. I have been there in 2008 for a few months for a road trip, and it was, I think, the best trip that I did in my life. I have been in a lot of places around the world, so that does say a lot about my opinion of Mexico. It's definitely up there on my top 5 destinations that I've been to. Where are you from in Mexico? Let us know in the chat. Bamboo, yes, definitely, Trisha. Bamboo is also included in that list, and bamboo has become very, very popular lately. It wasn't that much before, but in the past year, it really came on. There are more and more of the big companies who come out with their own bamboo yarns. Sometimes it's 100% bamboo, and then sometimes it's a mixture of bamboo and something. I have worked with the Kobu from Lion Brand, it is, I think. And I also worked with the Tencel bamboo and the cotton bamboo from Hobby. Both of them are very wonderful yarns. So bamboo is also, of course, a cellulose fiber. I will show you a little bit of the ones that I have here before I start talking about some of the companies that sell these yarns and what you can find in each of the places. If you have a specific project that you worked with a cellulose fiber, I would love to hear about it. Let me know in the chat what project you made with only cotton or a cotton bamboo blend or Tencel or a Tencel blend, or if you have worked with hemp or linen in the past. Viscose, those are all plant-based fibers. Carmen says she's from Sonora. It's border to the USA. Here we have desert with beach. That's like the perfect environment for me. I was, for those of you who don't know, I live in Germany, but I was born in Israel. I come from the desert. I literally grew up most of my life in the desert, but the place where I lived is right in the very, very south of Israel, very, very close to the Red Sea, which is another desert and sea, desert and beach location. And I loved living there. I lived there for a very large sum of my life. So definitely, Carmen, I love your surrounding. Plus, it's probably somewhere around the tropical kind of weather. So I'm sure it's a place I would love to visit. Trish says the Kobu feels so nice. I've never bought any, but feels so nice. Yes, it does. It does. It feels amazing. I have heard people say different things about working with it, splitting and so on, but that has nothing to do with the fibers that it contains. That has to do with the way the yarn is spun. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of my vegan yarn collection. Again, I'm saying some because I'm literally sitting in a room full of yarn. What you see behind me is not even a fifth of what is on this side of the camera. So I have not brought all of my selection of vegan yarns and cellulose fibers to show you, but I have some of the interesting ones that I have. Oh, Catherine is spinning C-cell now, and I have Tencel waiting. I have worked with cotton, viscose, and C-cell. So wonderful selection. I definitely love each one of the yarns that you just mentioned. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this cotton yarn. This is actually hand dyed 100% cotton yarn. Look at these colors. And it kind of has like a stone washed look to it. It's very, very colorful and very, very nice. This is 100% cotton bought on Darn Good Yarn. And as I've said, all the companies that I mentioned in today's live stream are linked in the description box below this video in case you want to check them out. So this is hand dyed DK weight cotton yarn from the Darn Good Yarn website. I have not yet come with an idea of what to make with it. So if you have any patterns which require only one hank of DK cotton, I would love to hear some ideas. But yes, it is very, very pretty. And what I like about cotton yarn is, well, again, depending on what kind of cotton, because cotton yarn comes in a very large variety of, let's say, processes or the way it is processed. There are very many different ways in which it can be processed and made into yarn. So yes, you will come across 100% cotton that are rougher and harder, and you will come across some cottons which are softer. But one thing that is pretty much the same with any cotton yarn is how sturdy it is. It does not stretch a lot. It pretty much keeps its shape, and so this cotton yarn, that's why it's so great for bags and so on. It pretty much keeps the shape and wouldn't like stretch or become bigger, or it's great. It's very absorbent. It's very good for swimsuit cover-ups, summer tops, summer shawls, because it's very light. And again, depending on what kind of process the yarn went through, it can be very, very drapey for shawls. It can be wonderful for baby blankets, baby summer blankets, and so on. So this one is my cotton yarn that I wanted to show you. The second yarn that I wanted to show you is also from Darn Good Yarn. This is a bit of a, let's say, a more special kind of fiber, more exotic, that maybe you wouldn't find in a lot of places. And this is my banana fiber yarn. Look at this. I gave away one of these in a giveaway a few weeks ago. I believe Tammy won the other skein, but this is one that I'm keeping for myself. This is banana fiber. Have you ever heard of banana fiber before? Have you seen banana fiber? Did you work with banana fiber in the past? What kind of projects would you suggest for these? I must say I have seen beautiful pictures of some amigurumis made with the banana fiber, and I actually thought it was a very good idea because of the texture that it has. Whatever amigurumi that you would make with it will have a really cool texture. So that's one idea. Banana fiber, we will talk about that a little bit more later on. We will start talking about the companies that I wanted to introduce you guys to. The next one that I wanted to show you guys is this one. This is C-Cell cotton. Now, for those of you who don't know what C-Cell is, it is made out of seaweed, as you can see here in this little picture here. So C-Cell is actually seaweed fiber, and this is a C-Cell cotton blend. And I have it in a few different colors. This one is like a light baby blue, and this one is from Katya. It is a European yarn company, and if you haven't heard of it before, I actually did not put the link to their website in the description box, but after the video is after the live stream is finished and we go to replay, I will edit the link to Katya into the description box so that you guys can find them. I'm not sure that, I know that their official website definitely ships in Europe, but I'm not sure if they ship worldwide out of their official website. However, I do know that you can get this specific yarn, the C-Cell cotton, because it's from their actual collection. It's not like a discontinued yarn or anything. It's still running. They're still making it and still selling it. So you can definitely also find it on different American or Canadian websites that sell European yarns. So this one is also the C-Cell cotton, and this is a light pink, kind of somewhere between pink and a peach kind of color. It's like a pastel pink. Very, very nice. And it's soft. So in terms of, you know, cotton, I was talking before about cotton being softer, going through some processes, and being not as soft if it doesn't. So once it mixed with sea cell, which is a very, very soft fiber, it becomes this really squish kind of fiber, but it still is as sturdy as cotton would be. And this will make a beautiful, beautiful summer object, like a summer top, a skirt, a shawl, a swimsuit cover up. If you like to wear headbands, this will be perfect because it has all the qualities of cotton, so it's very, very absorbent. And here you have the last two colors. It's kind of a mint and a pastel yellow. Now, this yarn is available in a lot of colors. I only have 4 because that's what I ordered. But there are many, many, many more of the colors in this collection. People are drooling. They're saying the yarn is so pretty. Eileen says she's only heard of it from me. That's good too. I'm very happy that I can introduce you guys to new kinds of fibers. Trish says she's heard of banana fiber from one other YouTuber, but never seen it or felt it. So neat. What does it feel like? It is kind of scruffy. So it's not the softest. Yeah, it is soft, but it's like it has like a rough finish to it. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. It's very hard to describe how something feels in words other than soft and squishy. So it has kind of like a sturdiness to it. It's not elastic at all, but it is kind of rough, soft but rough, and it has this like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. It has this like fuzz to it, but the fuzz is not like what you would imagine from a wool fiber halo. Yeah, it's a different kind of fuzz. Brenda says the sea cell is gorgeous. Yes, it's really a magnificent yarn. And if you can put your hands on sea cell, it's very hard to come by. But I do have, on the companies that I will talk about later on, I do have some suggestions of where you can find it. And if you're looking for mass production, then, you know, Katya, I think, is the only brand name that I found that makes sea cell on a regular basis. This yarn is in their actual current collection, so it's still being made and still being distributed, so it's still available in stores that sell Katya or online stores that sell Katya. And if any of you knows La Tierras Mágicas, then this is a store that does sell worldwide. They do ship worldwide, and I will actually link them in the description box below as well. Once this live stream is over, I will edit in their link as well, because I know that they sell Katya yarns and ship worldwide. Eileen says sea cell. That's interesting. I like it. Yeah, so stay with me. I'll talk about it a little bit more. People say it's cool. Okay. Catherine, the mermaid's purse. Yes, definitely. The mermaid's purse yarns. I actually don't have them on today's live stream because reasons. But definitely, if you follow my channel, then I have a whole series of me unboxing my yarn club from the mermaid's purse yarns. She has a lot of vegan fibers and a lot of vegan yarns on her website, and it is a wonderful source of hand-dyed vegan yarns, as well as, of course, the Mermaid's Purse yarn club that I am subscribed to. And if you wanted to come to your house once a month, definitely check out my video about them. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a few. Oh wait, I have one more yarn that I wanted to show you before I start talking. This one is actually from the hobby website. This is called Lily. Wait, Lily. It is by well, again, I am always confused with how I should pronounce this, but if I pronounce the name of the company in the German way, it's Yabo. And I will, I don't think Hobby actually still sells it, but I did buy it on Hobby at the time. I haven't checked for a while if they still have it. I can, if that interests you guys. This is 70% viscose and 30% linen. So this is a mix of 2 cellulose fibers, which I love. So it is a linen viscose blend, and look at that yarn. Now this, if we're talking soft and squishy, this is soft and squishy, and it will drape wonderfully. And I have 2 of these. They are considered a sport weight, so a 2 for you Americans. 100 grams, 335 meters per ball. So there are 670 meters in total between these 2. And they recommend a 3mm crochet hook or knitting needle for these. And we will come back to these 2 cakes of yarns later on today. So a little surprise for you guys later. No Danish people in the chat. Yeah, you know, if you guys have any ideas of how to reach subscribers from new countries, you know, let me know. Anvita, Lily sounds really tempting. Yes, it is. It's a really, really soft and amazing yarn. I mean, like I said, I have 2 cakes of it, which I will get back to later on today. But I have worked with it in the past. I made a beautiful shawl. I wish I could show you a picture, but I didn't think about it before, so I don't have it ready to show you guys. But it has an amazing drape. Catherine says it's an interesting mix. If Hobby doesn't have it anymore, there might be other companies. Yes, and Catherine, you're European, so I can actually tell you about one European site. It's called Rithobby or Rito Hobby or something like that. Again, something that I will have to link in the description box below later on. Okay, so any questions before we start talking about specific companies and places where you can get those yarns and why each of them is so special and what are actually the plus and minuses of each one of the fibers? Anvita says viscose will make it very shiny. It is. It does has a sort of like a natural shine to it. And in general, a lot of the cellulose fibers have a natural shine to them. So tencel, for example, gives a wonderful shine to yarns. So if it's, of course, if it's 100% tencel, then it has like a really strong sheen to it. However, if it's a mixture of something and tencel, then most of the time what tencel brings into a mixture of yarns is softness and shine. So in case you walk somewhere and come across a yarn and you look at the tag and you say, oh, tencel, what's that? Then think of me and say, oh, tencel, that's that fiber that she loves. It's super soft and super shiny, and that's what it brings into a mixture of yarn. Hello, everyone. Hey, Carrie, thank you for joining us. Welcome. Is polyamide a vegan fiber? No. Well, maybe yes, because it's not... okay, it is a vegan fiber because in the terms that it's not made out of wool or... sorry, it is cruelty-free. However, it is synthetic, so it's not plant-based. So it can be considered vegan in terms of not of cruelty-free yarn, but it is not plant-based yarn. Vla, what's the name? Have Jerva too? Yeah, that can be. Polyamide is synthetic. Exactly. Polyamide is a synthetic yarn, but it's not plant-based, but it is cruel because it's not animal-based either. Yeah, we just answered about polyamide. It is not animal. Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends on what you would consider vegan. Are we talking vegan in terms of like it is plant-based, or vegan in terms of it's cruelty-free? So yeah, I would make this distinction. I am talking today mainly about fibers that are plant-based and cellulose fibers. So this is the term vegan that I used to describe this live chat. However, you know, acrylic can also be cruelty-free. So it's very, yeah. Okay, I understand the confusion. I'm talking strictly plant-based fibers and cellulose fibers today. Is polyamide soft? Again, it depends on which polyamide and what kind of processes it went through, and that is a whole other chat, and maybe I will have another chat another time talking about different processes that the yarn goes through and what exactly each one of these processes bring into the yarn. However, I'm sure that all of you have already come across this phenomenon. You're holding two yarns. They are two 100% acrylic yarns, but they feel totally different, right? It's the same with cotton. Like when I spoke about the cotton yarn, I said I have had or still have in my stash a lot of different cotton yarns, and each of them feels different. So it really all hangs on what kind of chemical processes or even natural processes that the fibers goes through before you work with them. Okay, so I'm going to start with talking to you guys about different companies that I found where you can get some of these fibers. I have checked beforehand to make sure that all these companies ship worldwide. So each one of the websites that I'm going to show you guys today ships worldwide. However, you know, always take into consideration international shipping. Some of these are based in the US, some of these are based in Canada, and some of these are based in Europe. So I did try to get like a collection of different websites you can get the yarns on. Again, before I begin, I say that I think every week I buy my yarns mostly, other than whoever watched my yarn shopping video from yesterday, and if you haven't, I would really appreciate if you go check it out, and I think you'll find it very interesting. But normally when I go yarn shopping, unlike yesterday, the shops where I shop for yarns have very, very small variety of yarns. So I shop for my yarns mainly online. 99% of the yarn in my yarn stash are yarns that I buy online. And this is also why when I give recommendations on where to buy different yarns, I give online recommendations. Another reason why I give online recommendations is because I am based in Germany and most of my viewers are not. So I cannot talk to you about stores which are in your country because I am not in your country, and I cannot talk to you about stores which are in my country because you are not in my country, so that does not make sense. Which is why everything I'm going to show you today are online stores, places online where you can get the yarns. If you are the kind of person that has to go into a store and feel them, then what you can take from this live stream today is maybe the information about the different fiber contents, and maybe next time you go shop for yarn and look for these kind of fibers, then you will know what kind of fibers to look for. Okay, so I am going to take you guys with me to the first website that I'm going to talk to you guys about. which is veganyarn.com. All right. So this is the homepage of veganyarn.com, and as I've said in the beginning, all the links to the companies that I'm showing you guys today will be in the description box below the video. We are talking about Vegan Yarns. So Vegan Yarns company is one of the larger companies that I will talk about today, because I have included both big well-known companies as well as smaller home-based kind of businesses. What I like about Vegan Yarn is, first of all, it's in the name. They sell vegan yarns. And second of all, they have a very large selection. So if we go here to where it says yarn, you will see that they have a very, very large selection of yarn weight and yarn base or fiber. And this is something I really like, because it's all, in one website, in one place. You don't have to go too far. It's all right there. They have a tencel lace, they have cotton and linen lace, so bamboo, cotton bamboo, so pure or mixed fibers, but they are all vegan fibers. They have everywhere from lace until super bulky, and they also have spinning fibers for those of you who are spinners. And they have hand spun and handmade. So it's, like I said, a very, very large variety of fibers, weight of yarn, and so on. So just to get an idea of what are the kind of stuff that they offer, and maybe some idea about the prices, I thought that we would go to a regular cotton worsted, So this one is 100% organically grown cotton. It's worsted weight 160 meters or 176 yards in a 100-gram hank of yarn. It's 3.5 ounces for those of you who speak ounces. This conversion I cannot do. This is, just an information about me. I'm European. I talk in meters, I talk in grams, and I talk in Celsius. So if someone tells me anything in yards, in ounces, or in Fahrenheit, I have no idea what they said. So these are the colorways currently available, and do take into consideration this is 100% organic yarn and 100% hand dyed in organic and vegan methods. So these are the different colors that they have, and you can sort of get an idea of the price. It is in Canadian dollars, the prices that you see here, but there is an option on the website. The company is Canadian based, but there is an option on the website to determine what currency you want to see the website in. So, if the conversion version is annoying you, just change it to your own country's currency. What I like about it is not only that they give you all the information about the yarn, and I'm not going to start reading it out to you, but it is important to know that the base yarn that they are used is certified by all the different organizations. You can see here, they are just, they have all the certification necessary. And this is for those of you who are like me, who really go into these details and know what they mean, what each one of these organizations mean. And for those of you who try to buy more yarns who are certified by these organizations, then it is very important to know that they actually have each of them for each one of their yarns, and I really like that about them. It does say that the yarn comes from Peru. It is hand dyed in small batches at the Vegan Yarn Studio. So, again, if this kind of information is something that speaks to you the way it speaks to me, this website is definitely the place for you. And of course, with each one of the yarns, they have like a little link to Ravelry where you can see different projects which this yarn might be suitable for. So this is the, you know, the regular worsted weight cotton. I did want to look at the lace tencel, just because tencel is my favorite kind of yarn. I haven't seen a lot of 100% tencel yarns which are hand dyed. That's something that you don't see very often. So we have here 100% tencel or lyocell. By the way, that's the same. If you see a yarn that on the tag it says tencel or lyocell, they talk about the same thing. It is a lace weight, 677 meters or 740 yards per 100 grams. And they do recommend a 2 to 3 millimeter needle or hook. And again, it says that they are hand dyed in small batches with low impact, non-toxic dyes, which is pretty much all of their yarns on their stores. So as I've said, if you are like me into tencel and you are on the lookout for yarns which are 100% tencel, so 100% tencel which is hand dyed tends to be expensive. And you can see here that it's more expensive than the cotton yarn. However, this kind of price for this kind of product is not considered on the high scale for what it is. Just, you know, general information for those of you who don't regularly shop vegan yarns. So what I like here is that they have different solids as well as this really nice kind of variegated, which I really love, and I think it looks beautiful. Just wanted to show you some pictures of it. And of course, if there is like the dye lot stamp, and it does say first batch. So it looks like right now there's only this one available, but later on, if you bought one from first batch and later on you need another one with hand dyed yarn, a lot of times it's very important to match the batches so you know what you bought, and when you contact them you can say I need one from this batch if they still have it. Okay, so as I've said, vegan yarns, a huge selection. Let me know in the chat if there's a specific one from these that you want me to go into and show you specifically. Dusty Cat says the only cotton I've used is the thicker ones for dishcloths. Carrie says, I hate shopping online. I want to feel it. I just bought a lot from Ice Yarns and not happy with most of it. Yeah, that can be the problem with a lot of websites. However, again, it depends on the website and it depends on what you buy. Specifically with Ice Yarns, okay, Ice Yarns is like a whole other subject, but it's important to know when ordering from Ice Yarns, they sell on the website yarns that they make, but they also make yarns for a lot of other companies, and a lot of the yarns that you will find on the website is actually yarns that they make for other companies, and they have either bulk or leftover or whatever from the last batch of yarn that they made, and it goes on the website with the Ice Yarn tag on there. They are the manufacturer, and so a lot of the yarns that they have on the website are not necessarily, you know, the best yarns. And then when you shop on Ice Yarns, you really need to know what you buy, because there are a lot of yarns which are not that good, but there are also a lot of yarns which are very good. So yeah, like I said, Ice Yarns can be a whole live chat on its own. Catherine says, I've mostly been happy with Ice, except for a few yarn sales. Yeah, I mean, the ones on sale are normally the worst ones there. Potterheads, yes, Catherine, I'm glad you noticed that. That's one of the first things I noticed when I went for the first time on Vegan Yarn's website, that they are Harry Potter fans. You can see by the names that they give the yarns. Tree says it's information. Thank you. I'm glad I can, spread this information. 100% tensile. I wonder how strong it would be. It would be very, very strong, but also very, very stretchy and drapey. I mean, tensile is strong. It's not, it's not very stretchy. It's not bamboo stretchy, but it is, it does have like an amount of stretch to it. So it's not cotton strong, but it is strong in terms if you make a bag out of it, it will hold things in it and not, lose shape and become all wobbly and stuff. However, it's also very, very drapey. So if you make a shawl out of tensile, you will get an amazing fabric. She says she spent over $100 trying to give it away. Tried to crochet with it, but that doesn't like how it seems. Carrie, what did you get? Yeah, tell us what you got. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys back to me. So that was Vegan Yarns. Again, they're not a huge company because, as you see, it is hand-dyed yarn, hand-spun, and so on. But they are like out of the businesses and websites I'm going to show you today. They are one of the more established ones. And I do really love their website. I think it has beautiful things on there. Okay, so it is quite stretchy. Exactly, stretchy was the word that I was looking for. Inya's Toy Box, hi, welcome. She says she bought Tensile from Ice and really liked it. Yeah, well, again, Ice yarns and the yarns that they sell, I think they need to be like separated from each other. Ice Yarns is a company. They are a good company. They sell a lot of yarns. They also manufacture the yarns. Ice Yarns, the yarns themselves that you get, you need to know what to get. But I haven't bought Tensile from Ice Yarns. I have bought a lot of Tensile from a lot of other companies. I just know that it's a really good fiber, so I haven't come across like a Tensile or a Tensile blend that I didn't like yet. Which is, one of the reasons why it's my favorite fiber. Hi HD, welcome. Brenda says don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Brenda. Definitely, if you're just joining in, please don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I would very much appreciate it if you consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're new here, I also invite you guys to check out previous videos of mine because I have a lot of very interesting information on my channel, as well as tutorials, yarn reviews, product reviews, shopping trips that I do here in Germany, and many, many more. So I'd like to have you with me. Okay, everyone say hi. Since I was speaking about going back and watching my other videos, then I would remind you all that we currently have a giveaway going on. At the end of this live stream, I am going to pick the winner from last week's live stream. So last week on my live stream, I showed you this prize. Those are 4 mini cotton balls in 4 different colors, and they are, as I've said, 100% cotton, 25 grams and 57.5 meters each. There are 4 of them in 4 different colors, as well as this tin box full of stitch markers, metal stitch markers, and those are the prize for last week's live giveaway. And the way to enter this giveaway is to go back, or not go back, open a new tab. Don't leave this stream. Open a new tab on your computer, on your phone, and go back to my channel and open the live from last week. It was the one about gifts, what to get as gifts for the holidays for crocheters and knitters. And if you comment on the live stream from last week saying which ones of the things that I showed during the live stream was your favorite, then you're entering the giveaway, which at the end of this live stream today, I will do the YouTube random comment picker on the comments from last week to see who won that prize. And since we're already talking about a giveaway, then I will already tell you guys about this week's giveaway. So when this live stream is finished, not now, you cannot do it now. Right now we are in the live chat. So if you're watching this video live, you cannot do it right now. You have to come back to the video after the live stream is finished, come back to the video and comment down below. And if you're watching this already on replay, then underneath the video, there is the comment section. And if you comment down there, the answer to the question that I'm going to ask, then you can win these two beautiful cakes of the Lily yarn that I showed you guys before. This is the Viscose linen blend. The color is like sort of camo and mustard. And it's a super, super soft yarn, which is a dream to work with. And it's very, very drapey. And there are two cakes here. Each of them is 100 grams and 335 meters. So you get that times 2, and it's a sport weight. So this is the prize for whoever wins the giveaway from today. How you win this giveaway? You wait until this live stream is finished and you come and watch the replay and comment down below. And why do I want you guys to comment? I want you guys to comment out of all the cellulose fibers, and I'm not gonna say vegan because we did have that discussion a second ago. So out of all the cellulose fibers, plant-based fibers that I mentioned in today's live, or just ones that you know in general, which one is your favorite to work with, or which one would you most like to try? Just comment that on the video, not now in the chat, later on as a comment under the video, and next week on next week's live we will choose a winner for that. Okay, everyone's saying hi. Hi, Christy. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Dusty Cat, you can't remember if you went back. So, like I said, just just open another window and comment again. When I do the random comment picker, it filters duplicate comments. So if you comment twice, it's okay. All right. So I'm going to talk about the next yarn company that I wanted to talk to you about. This one is another one of the big ones that I'm sure a lot of you already know. I have already spoken about them in other live streams that I did. And I am talking about Darn Good Yarn. So Darn Good Yarn, they are a very humanitarian agenda kind of yarn company, other than everything that they do in India for for women, creating workplaces and so on, and everything they donate. They also have a very large selection of fibers which are either cellulose or plant-based, and here is the banana fiber that I showed you guys before. They also have cotton, linen, hemp, and nettle, which I haven't seen a lot of websites which have nettle on them, but we'll talk about all of that in just a second. I will already press on the banana and take you guys to see the banana fibers on the website. But before, I just wanted to let you guys know I shop at Darn Good Yarn. You see it. I showed you the stuff that I have from Darn Good Yarn. If you also watched on my channel, you will see unboxings of things from Darn Good Yarn. And because I like their agenda and I like that they have so many of these plant-based fibers, and as I've mentioned already so many times, it is the kind of things that I am interested in and promote a lot on my channel, then it is important for you guys to know that I am affiliated with Darn Good Yarn. Unlike any of the other companies that I'm talking to you guys about today, none of the other websites or sellers that I mentioned today I have any kind of agreement with, as well as Darn Good Yarn. I mean, I don't have any kind of agreement with them that I have to say good things about them. They don't pay you to pay me to promote them. I only get paid if anyone shops through my affiliate link. And again, the affiliate link, it does not affect your buy. So if you buy through my affiliate link, you don't pay any more or anything like that. You pay exactly the same as you would shop normally on the website. However, if you do shop through my affiliate link with Darn Good Yarn, I do get a little bit of a kickback from that, which if you do use my affiliate link, I very much appreciate. All the income that it's not really an income, it's like maybe, I don't know, a few dollars a month when someone shops with my affiliate link, but I do tend to invest all of them back into my channel to be able to bring you guys more content and more interesting things. So if you guys shop at Darn Good Yarn, I would very much appreciate it if you use my affiliate link to do so. But again, it is up to you. I am not pushing anyone. And if you watched my video that I did about yarn clubs, that you know that I don't always say good things about Darn Good Yarn. I always say my honest opinion about them, and that video was a very good example as to how you can be affiliated with a company but still speak your mind. So you know, if you don't believe me that I talk good things about them because I like them, then all you have to do is go back to the yarn clubs video and hear me say not so good things about it. Okay, so banana fiber yarn. I showed you guys the banana fiber that I got from Darn Good Yarn. In case anyone is interested, it is this one here, the Kaleidoscope banana fiber yarn. They also have banana fiber yarn in solids, and they have silk and banana fiber handmade fringe yarn, which I have looked at a few times, but I just couldn't come with any idea as to what exactly you do with this. Maybe it's not like a crochet or knit kind of thing. I don't know, maybe it's like more of a weavers or other fiber art kind of yarn. I just could not come with any idea as to what you make with fringe yarn. So if any of you guys have worked with fringe yarn and you have any kind of idea as to what exactly it is for, then let me know, because it looks so interesting and I would love to get it. I just can't think of what exactly it is you do with it. And it's a silk banana blend, which is like really, really cool, I think. And of course, if you are a spinner, so they also have unique silk fiber and banana fiber to buy fiber. Banana fiber is, as its name suggests, made out of the banana plant. It is extracted in a very interesting method, and if any of you are interested in how exactly it is made, I cannot show videos by other YouTube channels on my YouTube channel because it is considered how do you call it? Man, words are escaping me. I'm sorry, but it is like the property of the content creator of the channel, and I cannot use it on my channel, so I cannot show you the videos. But if you search on YouTube banana fiber production, you will get some very interesting videos about how this yarn is being made, as well as another company that I will talk about in a little bit. And when I will talk about them, I will mention it. On their website, they also have some videos as to how banana fiber is made, and it's, if this subject is something that speaks to you, then it's very, very interesting videos to watch, and I very much recommend it. I just cannot, they have, you know, creators rights on it, and I cannot show it to you right now. So that was banana fiber. We spoke before about hemp. Someone was saying something about hemp and nettle. So nettle, I was very much surprised the first time I saw this on Darn Good Yarn's website. You know, the only thing I know about nettle is that it's the kind of plant that when you hike, you want to get away from. I've never thought of making yarn out of it and what it would feel like if you make yarn of it. And in my search, I have not come across many places who make it. However, I was very happy to find it on the Darn Good Yarn website because, you know, they're one of those bigger companies, so it's more like they sell it more in a like mass product kind of price, and not like overly priced as something that is very unique and you can't get in a lot of places. So they have here the 3-ply nettle, 100% nettle, if anyone is interested in what's that like. And they also have the 100% hemp. And they also have it in lace or fingering weight. So, you know, many options here. Definitely worth checking it out. These kind of fibers, hemp, nettle, they have they are very not rough, but like hard would maybe be the right word for it. If you've never worked with hemp or nettle before, those are the kind of fibers that when you first hold them in your hands, you might not want to make something to wear out of them, because they feel like they feel scruffy. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I did talk in the beginning about my inability to describe how something feels in words. So they are kind of like, they have like a roughness to them. However, they do tend to soften up when you wash them, and I would make scarves out of them, but definitely bags. These kind of accessories. I have seen wonderful belts. Oh my god, I cannot show you pictures of things that other people made, but wonderful, amazing belts made out of hemp yarn. And you know, if that interests you, Google it. That's another idea of what to make with this kind of yarns. So now I am going to bring you guys back to me. And let's see what you guys had to say. Ooh, there was a lot of chatter. Do we have to choose only one though? Catherine, no, you can definitely say as many fibers as you want in the answer to my question. Ingrid's hi, hello, Ingrid's inspiration. Hi, welcome, thank you for being here today. Jean says good morning. Thanks so much for taking us on your shopping trip. Oh, you watched my shopping trip video. Thank you. It was super fun for me to watch. I'm very happy you enjoyed that one. Thank you for being here. I went back just now. Thanks for the reminder. Sure. Everyone saying hi to Ingrid and Jane. Carrie says she used to get their subscription box. I'm assuming you're talking about Darn Good Yarn. I also used to get their subscription box. Wasn't very happy with it. I am happy with their yarns. I do like the yarns. I don't like the way they do their subscription boxes. Catherine says she was gonna say weaving too. I guess that's about that scrappy yarn. Or fiber jewelry. Yes, fiber jewelry is actually a wonderful idea. I did not think of it. Thank you. And of course, you of all people will say. Intellectual property. Exactly. Yes, that's the term I was looking for. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. I mean, I'm still very new to this whole being live on YouTube thing, and you can see that I'm very, very excited, and I'm very embarrassed, and I have like a lot of, I'm not very confident in front of camera. On my channel, I try. Most of my videos, people only see my hands. And I mean, lately, since I'm doing this live once a week now, I sit more in front of the camera, and I still am not to that point where I can sit here and be all confident. So I lose my words, and I'm sorry, and I hope that you guys will bear with me. Kentrit says, what I love about all those plant fibers is that they are not just pretty and soft, but also made from residue from other production process. Exactly. Yes, I am very, very much there with you. Catherine, did you remove someone's comment? Mean mod. You're curious about hemp yarn. I only know hemp twine or cord, and that's very rough and scratchy. Yes. So like I said, hemp cord, for example, is wonderful to make plant hangers, you know, those for hanging pots, plants. Those are wonderful for that. I'm not sure about hemp yarn. I mean, if you get like a worsted weight hemp yarn, maybe you can crochet something really nice. I've seen beautiful macrame with hemp cord for plant hangers, but I'm pretty sure if you get hemp yarn, you can probably crochet or knit a very nice hanger. I would love to weave something with hemp. Yes, Gary, that's definitely a good idea. Thank you, Catherine. You doesn't show in yet. Thank you. It's very nice of you guys to say. I'm just really, really. I don't know. Every time before I do my live, I'm like an hour before I start being all agitated. Catherine holding phone and picking up Maine Coon. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Did you pick up your cat while while watching me? Is he purring in your lap now? That's so cute. Hemp is wonderful for macrame. Yes, Carrie. I have seen beautiful macrame things made out of hemp. And if you do macrame, definitely consider using things like hemp and nettle in your work. It adds this, other aspect to it, that it's also something that's biodegradable, friendly to the environment. Okay, something very important to say about cellulose fibers in general. They are all biodegradable and very, very environmental friendly. So, which is again another thing that I love about these kind of fibers. That you. I like acrylic. It feels nice. A lot of the yarns that we use in our work are acrylic or have acrylic with them in them. But sometimes it's nice to use something that's more friendly to the world that we live in, and not something that's polluting and so on. Yes, macrame. Okay, so if you guys are just joining us now, I am Reggie from J-Hook Crochet, and we are talking about vegan yarns, cellulose yarns, plus, minuses, places where you can buy them, things you can make with them. If you have made something with some kind of fiber that is a cellulose-based fiber, I would love to hear in the chat. Tell me about it. If you have one that's your favorite, one that you regularly work with, a company that you bought from, I would love to hear about that too. And if you're just joining us, please don't forget to hit the like button to let YouTube know that we are here. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I would very much appreciate it if you consider subscribing. I have a lot of content on my YouTube channel, like I do crochet tutorials, I do yarn reviews, I do product reviews, I do unboxings and shopping trips, and I do live streams like these ones where I share knowledge that I have from the fiber arts world. Catherine says, yes, her 12-kilo cat, not in your lap. We went to lock up the chickens. Oh, okay. So that's why you picked him up. Carrie says, we need to straighten up. If people don't pay attention, there won't be a world to crochet in. Definitely, Carrie. I am 100% there with you. This is one of the things that I try to promote on my channel more and more. Use fibers that are friendly to the environment, that are biodegradable, that have this extra aspect to them, and I talk about it a lot. And I actually have one video on my channel that is all about tencel and why I love this, love it so much. So if you haven't watched that one yet, definitely go back and check that one out. And Inya agrees, it is nice to know they are biodegradable. Okay, so we're gonna go and talk about the next company that I wanted to introduce you to. And before I show you their website, I wanted to tell you that this company is actually a small business. They have a website as well as an Etsy store, and I have linked both of them in the description box below the video. And I did talk to the owner of this shop. She told me that she prefers if I put both links on the description box, because on the website they normally have more selection of the yarns. So there is a larger selection on the website than on the Etsy shop, but if you are more comfortable with shopping on Etsy, then you can definitely shop on their store as well. They do ship worldwide, but they are based in the UK, and I will take you with me to their website now. So this is Yarns. Don't you just love the names already? So they have a large selection of yarns, and it is made in India. They not only work with yarns that are biodegradable, friendly to the environment. Some of them are recycled, like recycled silk or recycled sari silk that they sell on the website. So they are all with this kind of environmental friendly agenda, as well as supply workplaces for the locals, for the local population there in India. And they also donate stationery and reading materials to the local school in the village. And whenever they go over there to, see the manufacturers, meet them, they meet the women who work there. They also visit the school and the locals. So they are, a very heartfelt company, which is another thing that you can connect to. And it's very important, in my opinion, when you buy from a company that also does good. You know that your money does not only go to someone who manufactures yarn, but to someone who will do good with that money that you pay them. And as well as, the extra plus of the yarns being what they are, which is cellulose fibers and environmentally free fibers, recycled fibers, etc. So the orders are placed either on their website or on the Etsy shop, and they ship worldwide. However, they get shipment of new yarns weekly, but they tend to, their popular yarns tend to sell out very quickly. So if you're looking for something specific and you find it on their website, then you should probably buy it when it's available, or if it's not available, and you can contact them and tell them that you need this specific thing. But waiting is not or waiting until something, I don't know, maybe you look and you say, oh, that's very nice, I would really like to get it, maybe I'll go next month and check it out. There is a very big chance that next time you check it out, it might not be available, because they're very popular. So I'm going to show you the yarns that I wanted to show you. So of course they have, like I said, I told you they have sari, silk ribbon, and all kinds of recycled yarns. But the ones I wanted to talk to you about are their banana yarns. And we already spoke about banana fiber, and I told you guys that in my search of where to get banana fiber, I didn't find many places who sell it. And we looked before at Darn Good Yarn website. They only had 2 options for the yarns, and then some options for the scrappy yarn and the fiber itself. But here you really have a relatively large selection, as well as undyed yarn that you can, if you are a dyer and you're interested in that, that's another option. So you can see they have the first of all, they have this bag of yarn ends. So, you know, if you're if you make, like Catherine said before, maybe crochet jewelry or different projects which are made with loose ends and odd ends and so on, then this is a really nice option here. Here you have banana yarn. So we have them in different colors. And like I said, the undyed one here. So I just wanted to press on one specifically to show you what it's like. So it is 100 grams hank, and just remember what we talked about with Darn Good Yarn. 100 gram hank was about 15 I think it was 15 euros, because the prices on Darn Good Yarn were in euros. And here you have one hank of 100 grams for 7.99 pounds. That's, okay, let's say 8 pounds. That's about 10 and a half or 11 euros. So that would be like $12, something like that. So it's a bit cheaper, not all that much cheaper, but it is there is like a slight difference in the price. And I think that the fact that they don't sell it overly priced and don't stick like a huge they could, you know, they're a small business, their workforce is probably not all that expensive because of where it's based and everything. They could easily slap a higher price on there, like small businesses who hand dyed yarn do. However, they don't, and I love that. You know, they could do it and people would still buy from them. But I think that one of the reasons they have so many customers and that the yarns sell out so quickly is because they are honest. So that's another plus for yarns. As I've said, in the description box below this video, you can find the links to both their website as well as their Etsy shop, and I would really love it if you guys go check them out. We talked about banana yarns, but I also wanted to show you that they have here a section called organic and recycled yarns. And here you can find something, for example, this is wool. It's not vegan or cellulose fiber, but it is recycled. So recycled yarn is not today's topic maybe, but it is still, if you do buy wool, I think that, you know, the fact that it's recycled wool is maybe a tad, makes it like maybe a tad more friendly to the environment than just regular processed wool. They also have linen yarn, which we will talk a little bit more about linen later. They have hand spun organic cactus yarn, which me personally, I have not seen cactus yarn in a lot of places. I am really dying to try this out to see what it's like. When you look at the picture, it looks like something that would be very scruffy, so it might resemble the nettle yarn that we were talking about before. It does seem like it has a rope-like texture to it, but just the fact that it's cactus yarn really attracts me to it. And then, as you can see, they have hemp as well. We spoke about this before. They have the hemp in DK weight. They have the linen yarn, as I've showed you guys, and of course the organic and recycled silk fibers if you are a spinner. So very large selection of recycled yarns as well. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you guys back to me, and let's see what you guys had to say about yarns. Inya says, I made a dragon with tencel. It was a mistake, too slippery for amigurumi. Yes, tencel is a very, very soft, shiny, and I don't know if slippery, maybe sleek. Like sleek would be the word that I would use. So no, not amigurumi material. Tencel and bamboo are too stretchy. Yes, exactly, Catherine. They are way too stretchy for amigurumis. Do any of these places sell corn silk yarn? I've heard it's really nice, but oh, okay. Guys, I don't normally do this, but stay with me 1 second. Okay, I'm very, very sorry. But Tris asked about corn yarn, and I have some. So this is mice. It is corn yarn. I have it in 3 colors. Let me try to show you all. So these are the 3 colors that I have. It is extremely soft. It is just an amazingly drapey yarn, and this would make an amazing summer top that you would just wear and wear and wear. It is so nice on the skin, and it's it has the all the pluses that you get in a cotton yarn. So it's absorbent, it keeps cool in the summer, and so on. But it is amazingly soft. It is so squishy. If you touch it, you might think that it's, it's some kind of a wool-based fiber. Amazing. The company is Pasquale, and I have a yarn review on my channel. If you go back to my channel, search the yarn review for this yarn, for mice yarn. It's I think I did it last year, if I'm not mistaken, maybe around January. And the company is called Pasquale. They are a German-based company, and they actually are not very far from where I live. And I really, really, really recommend this yarn. Again, it is another fiber that is very hard to come by. I haven't seen a lot of places who sell this kind of fiber, but Pasquale have it, and they do ship worldwide. So definitely check them out if you're interested. Love the green. Me too. It's beautiful. Tris has to go run errands. Oh, then she might, I think maybe she wrote it before, and I hope she didn't miss me showing the yarn. I have to go run errands. I'm so sorry I can't continue to watch, but I'll definitely watch on replay. This has been a learning experience. Thank you, Reggie. Have a great day. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Tris. I only read your message after I went back from the website screen, so I don't know if you actually got to see the corn yarn or not, but if you are watching on replay, I hope that you see that I showed it. Late to the party, don't worry, you're always welcome, and if you're interested, you can also always come back and watch the replay. Catherine says she never seen cactus yarns. Yeah, me neither. And when I saw it on that website, I was like, oh, I have to try that. Eileen likes cotton because it's good for hot weather. I'll have to research which ones will be good in the Florida heat. Well, yes, cotton, Tencel, definitely Viscose, definitely C-Cell, definitely the corn yarn. Those are ones that, you know, I have here and I worked with, and I can tell you that are wonderful for summertime. Bamboo also. Now people are saying they love it. It looks very nice. Is it made from corn? Yeah. So this is the yarn. It's called Mice, and it is 100% Mice cellulose. So it's I wouldn't describe it as corn silk. It's it's sort of like the same of cellulose that they like Tencel or C-Cell. This one is from corn. So I guess what you're asking is if it's what part of the corn is made of. Is that your question? I'm not sure what exactly your question is, but you know, because silk is something very specific, and it's a different kind of fiber. Hi Helen, hello, thank you for joining me. I'm happy to have you here. People say they look so shiny, it looks beautiful, awesome. I'll give the corn yarn a try. Yeah, definitely look it up. And if you're more interested in the corn yarn, because I don't know how I did not think of it before. When I put on the yarns that I have to show you guys here next to me, I somehow forgot about these. And now that I think about it, I do have a whole video about them on my channel. So I should have, they should have popped into my head earlier. But it's a wonderful cellulose fiber, Mite. So we spoke about the website Vegan Yarns, we spoke about Darn Good Yarn, and we spoke about Yarns. And now I'm going to take you with me to a smaller Etsy seller. And before I will first take you with me to the shop. Corn silk is the stringy bits when you husk the cob. Oh, okay. You call that corn silk, or is this like okay, soft part of the corn? Okay, I'm sorry. I did not know. I mean, we don't call it that here. I'm pretty sure that it is made from the corn leaves, but I'm not sure. They definitely have the information on their website, Pasquale. So what exactly part of the corn is made of, I'm not 100% sure. But I do think it is the leaves, like the green leaves that are around the corn cob. Okay, so I wanted to take you guys with me to the next seller that, to the next seller that I wanted to talk to you about is Foxbridge Fiber Studio. This is an Etsy seller, and it's a small home business, and it is located in Middle Tennessee, and they offered a large variety of fibers as well as hand-dyed yarns. And when I say a large variety of fibers, all these fibers, if you are a spinner, they sell the fibers like this, undyed. So if you're a spinner, or you dye or whatever, you dye yarn or this kind of arts, they also have hand-dyed yarn that they dye themselves, but the main, I would say the main thing of this specific business is the fiber. And they sell a large variety of fiber as well as hand-dyed yarns, and they offer a selection of unique fibers such as banana yarn or banana fiber, rose silk, mint fiber, and milk protein, and bamboo, and sea cell, and a lot more. So in terms of fiber and small business, this is the one place where I found the most variety in one store. So like I said, they are on Etsy, Foxbridge Fiber Studio, and she told me that there's a update coming to the store, and then I saw an update this morning. So I'm not sure if the update that was this morning is the one she was talking about, or if there's even more coming. But she did say that starting the 1st of January, or starting next year, they're even going to expand and have more different kinds of fibers on there. So I am very, very much interested and definitely going to follow up on her Etsy store. Look at this. They have banana fiber by the ounce. So 1 ounce of banana fiber for £2.72. Let's say that's about 3.5 euros. I don't know, somewhere between $4 and $5 for an ounce of the banana fiber. She has rose fiber, which is rose fiber is rose silk. It's made out of roses, not the roses themselves, not the not the rose petals. The how do you call them? It must say that here. 1 second, I gotta take you guys there. I'm just missing the words. Yeah, from the stalks, exactly, the stalks of roses. That's what it's made of. And they have mint fiber, which again is something I haven't seen in a lot of places. Milk protein fiber, bamboo, and sea cell, as well as pineapple plant fiber. Again, so many fibers that I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the chat now are sitting like, what? I've never heard of pineapple fiber. I've never heard of mint fiber or milk protein fiber. I mean, these are those kind of special yarns that a lot of us fiber artists, when we shop big box, or when we just go to the store and get yarn, or even when we buy online, when we buy from the big companies and not from those more unique sellers, more very niche would be the right word, kind of stores, then you would never hear about those. And the only reason I know about those is because this is a subject that interests me so much. That is a subject that I really want to find those fibers and try to work with them and see what they're like. You saw, my collection that I have here, that I have the banana fiber and I have the corn fiber and the sea cell. I'm trying to get as much of those yarns as I can because it interests me so much. So if you are like me and you are the kind of person who wants to try more of these and learn more of these, this is one of the stores that you definitely have to keep an eye out. If I'm not mistaken, I have seen, it's probably sold out by now. I also saw that she had soybean fiber. I believe that one of the times that I visited her shop, I saw that too. Maybe it's still here and I'm not on the right page. No. Trying to see if maybe someone bought it. No. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that it was this store that I saw the soybean fiber on as well. So again, very, very interesting store to definitely keep an eye on for those of you who are interested in these kind of fibers. And gonna go back to me, and I'm going to see how many of you went, what? So where is that company? Catherine, are we talking the one I just spoke about? Are we talking... I'm not sure what Catherine, say which company were you talking about in your question. Lori, the stems, exactly. Hi, hello, welcome. That was the word I was looking for. What is milk cotton? Okay, that's... milk cotton is... well, at least the ones I've worked in is just cotton. There's like a different kind of process that it goes through, but I do know it is a bit of a hard subject for me because there are two different sellers of milk cotton, or what they call milk cotton, that I worked with, and pretty sure one of them wasn't really cotton and they just used the term milk cotton to describe it, and the other one was cotton and it just went through specific processes to make it like really, really soft and sleeky. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the process that the cotton is going through is what makes it like milk cotton, sort of like mercerized cotton. Catherine, you've been looking for milk yarn. So, well, oh, okay, so Catherine gave a good answer. Milk cotton is made from casein. Is that how you pronounce it? The milk protein. Usually it's mixed with cotton. Oh, so it is actually a fiber made out of milk and is mixed with cotton because okay, again, the two yarns that I bought that were called milk cotton really confused me. I didn't do my research as to what milk cotton is. I just saw it in so many different places, so I thought I gotta try it and see what it is. And then one of them, in the description of the yarn where I bought it, had mentioned that there are some very interesting processes that the cotton is going through, and so that is why it is called, it gives it this like sleekiness and softness. And the other one, I think they just, jerked us off. It was also a Chinese company, so I don't know, maybe it was like a but it could be that actually the one that I was talking about, the processes that they referred to that the cotton is going through, is actually being mixed with this milk protein that you're talking about. Lori, you have a bit of rose fiber that was given to you to try. Let us know what it's like. I would really very much like to hear what is it like as a fiber. Lori Murphy just joining. Can these cellular fibers be dyed at home? I would like to dye yarn, but I have wool allergy. Yes, just as I showed you guys just now, the Foxbridge Fiber Studio, they do also dye fibers at home, as well as the next one that I'm going to show you. One second, my papers got mixed up. The next company that I'm going to talk about is they also do hand dyed yarns, which are cellulose fibers, and they dye it at home as well, hand dyed yarn. So it is definitely something that you can do at home. You just need to research what kind of dyes you can use, because it's not like wool that you can dye with food coloring and things like that. You need a very special kind of dye to dye cellulose fibers. Yes, the last company with all the fibers. Where is it? It's in Tennessee. They are based in, I had it written down. Yeah, it's a small home business, and it's located in Middle Tennessee. That's the information that I have. So US, it's US based. So it's more a term to describe the texture. Oh, okay, yeah. So you really have to look. They call it milk cotton, but when you look at the specifications, it says something else. Exactly, that's exactly what happened to me. But some are cotton with 20% milk fiber. I have to look into the processes. Okay, yes. So I really think that what's out there as milk cotton, you know, when you look online for milk cotton, I think that most of what you find is not the mix of milk protein and cotton, because I have not, like I said, between the 2 yarns that I got. Yeah. Okay, so before I move on to talk about the next company, I do have to remind you guys that at the end of this live stream, I'm going to draw a winner from last week's live stream. If you haven't gone back to last week's live stream yet, then open another tab on your phone or on your computer, go back to last week's live stream, comment and say which one of the things that I showed last week, which are presents for crocheters and knitters, which one was your favorite. Just comment under the video to enter into last week's giveaway, which was for these 4 mini hanks of cotton in these 4 really nice colors, as well as, let's see if I can get it all in one hand, as well as this little tin box full of metal stitch markers. So if you still want to enter the giveaway for that, you still have a few minutes to do that. And to enter this week's giveaway, all you have to do is wait until the live stream is over, come back to the video after it goes into replay, and then you can comment under the video. Don't comment now in the chat. And you can win these 2 beautiful cakes of the lily yarn, which is, like we said, 100 grams, 335 meters, a sport weight, and it's a viscose linen mix. And that's for this week's giveaway. And talking about giveaways, next week's live stream, the 12th of December, is going to be a live game show for the holiday season. So it's not, you know, just Christmas, because I celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah, and it's going to be a holiday special where I'm going to ask you guys a lot of questions and give away a lot of prizes. We have some very nice makers who already donated prizes for the giveaway, as well as prizes that I am supplying. And if you are watching us right now and you're a maker and you would like to donate a prize for next week's game show, then my email is in the description box below the video, and just contact me and we will work something out. And I would really love it if you all join me next week, Saturday, same time as today, for the live holiday special. Lori has to run. Okay, so Lori, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you being here, and I hope we'll see you next week. Okay, so there is only one more company that I would like to talk to you guys about, and afterwards I will do the draw for the winner. So if you have any specific questions about specific fibers, which are to the subject that we're talking about today, vegan yarns, cellulose fibers, just drop them now in the chat, and when I come back from showing you the store, I will go through the chat and answer the questions. Okay. So the last company I want to talk about today, it's called EcoStitch or EcoStitch Linen. They are as it says, a natural and hand-dyed linen yarn company. And they do luxurious, eco-friendly, vegan fiber from the flax plant. So for those of you who don't know, linen is the product of flax, and they do their yarns, they dye their yarns also in a vegan and eco-friendly way. So it's not only that the yarns themselves are vegan and cellulose fibers, they are also plant dyed colors. So very interesting. So they specialize, as I've said, in linen yarn, which they hand dyed with low impact synthetic dyes or natural plant dyes. The yarn is all vegan other than one line that they have, which is the Alpini range, and that one is an alpaca linen mix. So they do have one specific yarn on their website that is a wool mix, but it is a linen wool mix. The linen yarn comes mainly from Belgium and France, so that's where they get their yarns or the fibers, and it has a natural sheen. That's something, we were talking before about linen when I was telling you about the viscose linen mix. Then they do have a sheen linen yarns, and they are of course strong and smooth as all the other plant-based yarns. It's something that is common to all cellulose fibers. This strong, they are very, very strong, they don't rip out easily, and they have a smoothness to it. So linen yarns are ideal for knitting, crochet, or weaving of tops, shawls, bags, these kind of accessories. Okay, so I wanted to show you just a bit of their selection. Of course, if you're interested in general information about linen, their website would be the website to go to. They are like the experts on linen, and they have a whole section on the website explaining what is linen and how is it made and so on. But as you can see, they have sport yarns, they have hand-dyed semi-solids, they have plant-dyed linen in sport weight. They have the Alpini line, which I told you guys about. That is the alpaca linen blend. They also have undyed linen, if you are a dyer and you're interested, and in solid colored, which are not hand dyed. So that's the selection that they offer on their website. And just to get an idea, we're gonna go into these, and you can see just by looking at the picture how shiny this yarn is. Just want to show you, if you've never seen 100% linen yarn up close, it has this beautiful shine to it. And I think in terms of prices, for what it is, 100% sport linen in sport weight, 100 grams, 245 meters, which is 268 yards. They recommend a 3 to 4 millimeter needles, and it says it is hand dyed with non-toxic and low impact dyes. So as I've said, for what it is, I think it is very reasonably priced, and the fact that they do ship worldwide. They also have an Etsy shop, and I did link in the description box below this video both the Etsy shop as well as their website. So definitely, if you are into linen, because they are the experts on linen, that's what they do. So if you're interested in linen and you wanted to try it, so Eco Stitch Linen is definitely the one I would go with. And also, very important, as I've said, it's a company that not only they sell eco-friendly yarns, they also have a very large selection of plant-dyed colors. So very, very friendly to the environment, totally biodegradable yarns. Very important in my opinion. Okay, so let's go back to me and see if you guys had any interesting questions. Catherine says we know our linen. Yes. Carrie likes the colors. The price is good indeed. I like their natural colors. Yes. So as I've said, all the companies that I choose to show you guys in all of my lives, that's something that's important to know. All of my lives, when I show other websites, when I take you guys with me to see other stores, I'm only talking about companies where I either had some kind of interaction with the owner. If it's a small business or a small store, an Etsy store and so on, I do talk to them before. I let them know that I'm going to see, that I'm going to show their shop. A lot of times those are stores I have bought from myself. So a lot of times those are sellers that I already have some kind of experience with. And it's very important to me. One of the things that are important to me is that when I show someone's business store front, that they are not only someone who dyes yarn, but that they know what they're talking about, that they are a reliable person, or in today's case, with all the companies that I was talking about today, that they are also good people who do good for either other people or the environment, or that's just me. Those are the people I like to promote. I don't like to promote big cold companies that have no heart. Linen always looks classy, definitely. Yes, Catherine agrees too, and it is very comfortable, definitely. Okay, you guys, excuse me. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to take a sip to drink because my throat is really dry. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so if you guys have any questions about cellulose fibers, plant-based fibers, something I did not answer until now, but I do think I supplied a lot of information in this live chat, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting, and that you'll take it and into your fiber art that you're doing. Again, I'm not trying to push vegan or cellulose-based fibers or plant-based fibers on anyone. If you are a wool person, that is totally fine by me. I also have a lot of wool on my stash. You can see some of it here. I do have a lot of yarns that do have merino and BFL and so on in them, so I'm not like trying to promote it in a pushy kind of way. It's totally just an informational kind of live stream, because I do possess a lot of knowledge about this subject and I really wanted to share it with you guys. Catherine, that looked toxic. What are you drinking? When I chose what I want to have, I always have a cup of something standing next to me when I do these lives, because for these kind of occasions where like my throat is really, really dry, and if I wouldn't have a sip right now, then my voice will get more and more weird as we continue talking. But when I chose what I wanted to put in my cup today, after I already poured it, I said, oh my god, that may not have been the best option, because if I do end up taking a sip, people are gonna wonder what am I drinking. So this is called Limette. It is a fuzzy lime juice. So sparkly lime juice. Catherine wants to try them all. Ever since I found out about sea cell, I have been obsessed with vegetable fibers. Yes, me too. I love sea cell. Okay, so I hope you guys went back to last week's live stream and commented, because it is now time to choose the winner for last week. So I already have the URL for last week's live stream up here, and I'm going to filter duplicate users. So if you commented twice, your name will only be in there once, and I'm going to get the comments, and let's see, we have 15 unique comments, and let's go see who won the 4 minis and stitch markers. And it is Vanessa Menyeva. She says, hello, God bless you and your family always. Oh, I'm really sorry. She did not answer the question. That does not count. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to choose another winner because there were rules to this giveaway. I did ask a question. So she did not answer the question. And I'm very sorry, but you cannot win. So I'm going to... oh, we already had the comments. So we're going to have to pick another winner. I'm very sorry. I don't normally do it, but there are rules to the giveaway. And I said you have to answer the question. Anionette Pizan. I'm new to your channel and I'm enjoying getting to know your styles and learning new things from you. I love the sloth notepad. It is so cute and I use pad all the time. Okay, well, Anionette, am I saying your name right? I hope I am. I hope I'm not butchering it. You are the winner of the 4 mini balls of cotton yarn and the box of stitch markers. So definitely email me. My email is in the description box below each one of my videos, and email me to get your prize so that we can get it to you. And so we have a winner for last week's live stream, and if you guys want to win the giveaway from this live stream, just to remind you all, it is the 2 balls of the Lily yarn from Jiabo or Yabo. It is the Viscose linen blend, sport weight, 2 balls of yarn. There are about 670 meters in here. It's way more than enough to make something nice, and you can always, of course, mix it with something else. If you have viscose yarn or linen yarn at home, you can mix it with and make something bigger. So if you want to win these 2 cakes of yarn, then come back to this video when it's over and comment down below which one of the fibers that I showed today have you worked with in the past, which one did you like the most, what did you make out of it, and if you haven't, then which one would you most like to try. That will also be an acceptable answer. Kathy, you're right about that. We have a similar lemonade here too. Make something beautiful. I guess that's for the winner. All these yarns are nice. Congrats to the winner. I really appreciate your knowledge. Well, I really appreciate all of you being here, and I hope you join me I hope you join me next week for next week's live. Again, Saturday, the same time. If you're European, we start at 6 p.m. German time. Catherine, for you, at 6 p.m. Belgium time. If you're in the UK, we start at 5 p.m. If you are in Turkey or Israel, I guess, we start at 7 p.m. And if you are across the pond, we start at noon Eastern. And I would love to have you all with me next week for the live game show. There's going to be a lot of prizes to give away, and we're going to have a lot of winners, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So I will say goodbye now, and I'll give everyone a few seconds to say goodbye in the chat, because people are complaining that I always close the stream before they get to say goodbye to everyone. And then I hope that you all will join us on Alicia's live stream at Little John's Yarns, and she is going to talk about gift pattern ideas for men. So I definitely hope that you all join us back there. I'm J.Hook Crochet and I'm going to be moderating the chat. And if you do, come to Alicia and say hi in the chat there when you see me. Catherine says she really liked the subject, everything you told us. Woohoo, new place to check out and spend money. Yes. I would love to try corn silk yarn and compare it to cotton. Yes, I definitely hope that you will. So goodbye, everyone. See you later. Have a lovely weekend, and I hope I will see you next week. And that's it. Bye.